Hey everybody, I'm gonna go get some food, so just hang tight, check out the fish while I go get some food to feed these. So hey everybody, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us today. For you, for anybody who was waiting for the contest, we are already done it. Uh, so we got all 11 winners. If you think you won or you're not sure if you won, if you weren't able to join, it's on the last live stream we did on Tuesday, and also on the original giveaway video. If you were one of the winners, I tagged I tagged you guys, left a comment on your comment if you won. So be on the lookout for that. This is our Tanganyikan tank here. You can see we got Frontosa, there's Lulupa, there's a couple different Malarais, Gelitochromis in here. There is the... What else do we have hiding in here? Let's get a closer look. Let's see. So we also have the where's that? So right over here, this big guy here, that's the Nathochromis. No, that's not the Nathochromis. That's the Kendali. We do have some Nathochromis. It's way over on the other side of the tank. But the Nathochromis are really cool. So there's one right over here behind the Frontosa. There's one in the back corner right over there. You can see his reflection. So I'm going to throw some food in here, and I'm going to see if you guys have any questions about this tank while I do that. You guys can just kind of see how they react. You can see the Frontosa are getting kind of bossy. I think they're expecting me to feed them, so they're getting kind of boisterous. Hey Chevy, so I'm going to come back to the comments in a second, guys. I'm going to feed them, and if you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask. So here I'm just feeding them Hikari sinking carnivore pellets, and then I'm also going to feed them another one of our premium blend foods. So you guys can see even the smaller fish are getting it, even the Lulupi, some of the Gelitochromis that are in here got it. We did have a new addition. We do have some that just came into the screen there, some Tropheus. I'm not sure what type was put in here, but last week we did put a couple Tropheus in it. Hey John, happy Friday. Oh, guys, it's getting really hot here right now. So we are working on the AC in this warehouse. Let me zoom out and I'll show you guys. So up here we do have AC incoming. We're actually waiting on the city of Lakeland to get us power for the AC. So we're just waiting on permits for them. But as of right now, we don't have the big fans in here that we used to have that helped pull the hot air out of the warehouse. So the temperatures are getting pretty warm, and it is a concern that we've been having. So we've been monitoring the temperatures really closely in here. So far, no issues, but if it keeps getting hotter and we don't get this AC done soon, we might be in some trouble. But as of right now, we're fine. Tanks are sitting around 82 degrees in the warehouse, so it's getting a little warm for the rainbow fish, but all the other fish seem to be doing fine. The Tanganyikans are doing fine. All the Central South Americans and all the other Africans are doing fine. It's mostly just the rainbows we're concerned about. And some of the Cory cats, I don't like it that warm either, so we're just waiting on AC, and we're going to have it 78 degrees in here all year round. Yeah, the real big stripe guys, those are the 6-stripe Frontosa Burundi. Dr. Q, 2 weeks in a row. Congratulations. Thanks for joining. So let me see if you guys have any questions or comments. Let's scroll back a little bit. Yes, Chris, great question. The sales are switching today. I will, if you want, I'll go over that right now. So this week we're going to have 10 packs of Neon Tetras. Those are going to be on sale. For those people who like Mabuna, the Dactari are going to be on sale. Any of our Central / South American keepers that like bigger fish, the Sinspilum, so that's the Vieja Sinspilums, are going to be on sale. And those are going to be the 2 to 3 inchers. The Red Tiger Endlers are going to be on sale. We're going to sell those. The trios are going to be on sale. And then the Mystery Snail Combo Packs. Those will also be on sale this week. So those are the 5 items this week. Pretty excited to see the Sinspilums that we have in right now are really, really nice. They have really good color. We have some really, like, a lot of full-size Sinspilums in. We don't sell those normally just because of they're gigantic. They're hard to ship. But even the smaller ones are showing a lot of color. Dr. Q, the yellow banded Acara, I don't find them to be too aggressive, not more so than any of the others. I find the electric blue Acara can tend to be a little bit more aggressive, probably because they are a hybrid. And a lot of times with hybrids, you get that hybrid vigor where they're more healthy and just like boisterous. So I find that the yellow banded Acara don't tend to be overly aggressive, not more so than any of the other Acara types. Chevy, it's been in the 90s here this week. I believe the high yesterday was 95. I'm not sure the temperature right now. It's a little cooler today. It looks like we have some storms coming in, so hopefully we get some rain. It's been overcast today. Yeah, so Kim said she had a 1-day delay with UPS. I'm not sure, Kim. I don't recall if you had any issues with DOA or anything, but on Monday, everything we shipped out was delayed. So all 51 of our orders got delayed due to there was flooding. There was severe weather in the UPS hub. So they weren't able to deliver. A lot of things got delayed in Kentucky. And so they just kind of sat for a day or two there. Some people got their fish just today, and there wasn't any issues. So, yes, next day air is the preferred method. That's why we only allow next day air now. But in the past, we used to ship everything 2 to 3 day ground, and with minimal losses. So hopefully. I know we didn't have too many issues with that, but if you did have any issues, make sure you guys reach out. And even if your fish just don't look right, like maybe they look kind of sluggish or anything, just document it, email us, let us know. We'll take care of you guys. And it's super unfortunate too, guys, with the UPS delays. We don't get reimbursed that shipping, so we do everything we can to help you guys out, but unfortunately we don't get reimbursed shipping, so we're not able to reimburse shipment a lot of times with these weather delays. So our go-to is just store credit, and hopefully you guys can order again. Sometimes we do go above and beyond that, but generally we're going to stick to the policy of store credit. Yeah, Chris, the weather up there is even hot. Yeah, it's been really hot, really dry here in Florida this past week. So guys, let's go look at some fish. We'll get out of here. So once again, guys, if you did enter the contest, please go back and either watch the video where I announced the winners, or just go back to the original giveaway video. It's called Big Giveaway. Check that video, and I replied to the comment. So if you won, you should have a reply from us, and it just requests that you send us an email. So if you haven't, you're not sure if you won or not, just go ahead and check that out. And then really quick, guys, before we leave the show tank area, we are working on our South American tank here. So you can see we got a lot of the decorations out. Right now there's just some driftwood. The fish actually seem to prefer it. It's nice to see them all huddling around something more natural. So we have more driftwood on order. We're actually supposed to get it today. So this tank is just going to be set up like a black water tank. And with that being said, guys, also pardon our dust with the big mess here with all the boxes and everything. Being that we still are working on the AC, we have our boxes stored kind of just all over the place. So these guys just came in from the pond 3 weeks ago. We just got them in here 2 days ago, so they've only been in the warehouse since Wednesday. These guys are looking really good. These are the pink flash. Good question, Kim. We believe they're a pair, so we do believe that those pikes are a pair, but there's no way to tell unless they actually spawn. So the fact that they're not being aggressive towards each other or beating each other up, we do believe that they are a pair. So here's the yellowhead Nakata Bay. And the tanks are a little murky like normal, so being that it is hot, we are running the water every day to try and keep the temperatures a little bit cooler, because it's getting in the 90s in the warehouse during the day, so we don't want the tanks that warm. Here is the Nova Blue Longnose. These are an out-of-pairing species. Looks like we have one lemon jake in here. I know we have more. Or at least we should have more. The German Ruby Reds, they're still holding their color okay. I would say this is probably the dominant male in the tank, and he's not even full color right now. They will continue to get more red throughout the body as they get older. We have here the OB Borlei. I really like these guys. I don't know why these guys just aren't flying off the shelves or out of these tanks. These guys are super nice. Black Kelvis and some Cyprichromas. Yeah, we'll go look at some of those when we're done over here. Here we have the assorted Vic tank here. So right now it looks like it's the majority of Nairii. Here we got some swallowtails. Now these were just brought in earlier this week as well. These guys are looking good. So these came from the pond, and I think Wednesday we also brought these guys in. So they're starting to settle in nice. that was just a few of the Africans. Let's go look at the some of the Tanganyikans. We saw some Kelvis requesting, and also a few the Leptosoma, Cyprichromis leptosoma. So the Kelvis, I'm not sure if we have black Kelvis down here available currently. I do know we are breeding the black Kelvis, and super excited. They have been spawning. We haven't had any like crazy success yet, but we're getting eggs and we're getting the parents to protect them. So hopefully soon we'll have our own homebred black Kelvis. Here we have some Kagunga red compressiceps. So not the black compressiceps or the black Kelvis, but the. And then here we have the Chitika orange down here. Still, they still have a way to go to get their full color, but they are looking nice and healthy. They're growing well. And so with the Cyprichromis guys, all of them, not all of them, but a lot of them we are breeding now and we're having success. So that's really exciting. Soon we're going to have a lot more of those readily available all the time. Here we have the Cyprichromis nigra-pinnis. Obi Yarki fisherman got his order yesterday, and it looked like UPS drop kicked it a few times, but all 6 made it, though 2 bags had hardly any water. Yeah, some of our boxes, I don't know what they do, but it looks like they have gone to war and back. Here are the Cyprichromis blue flash. We only have a handful left in here, but we do have some fry growing out and ready to sell shortly. Same with here, we got the Zonatus. We have more of these. There is a lot of glare in here today, guys. Let me back off a little bit. But those are the Zonatus. Up here we have the Melanostigma. So these are the Callichromis melanostigma. Great fish for a bottom dwelling fish, kind of sand sifter type for your Tanganyikan tanks. Got the Leptosoma tricolor. Now I really like these guys. The adults on the tricolor are really beautiful. We have the Black Widow frontosas. These are locally bred by a local breeder. These guys are doing fantastic, and we do have our own brood stock of the Black Widows, so soon we'll have our own available on those. We have some larger 7 stripes. Yeah, Chevy, the blue flash is really nice. Have you seen or looked up the tricolor? If not, I highly recommend it. They're really cool looking. Here we have the Tropheus de Boise. They're cute juvenile patterns. And we're getting some bigger. These guys are growing out. They haven't sold yet. We're getting some Kaiser 2s. These guys are growing in the tank here, so they're probably at 2.5 inches now. Some of them are getting close to 3. Here's an exciting one, guys. I don't think I've shown these yet. These are new to us. These are the white-spotted Tahuti rabbit snails. So if there's anybody who likes cool inverts, these guys get pretty big. They have a nice, let's see if I can focus in on this guy here. It's not wanting to focus. Their body is really cool. It's all black body with white spots, almost like a snowball pleco type, and then they're black and gray shells. I really like these guys. They're really big. This is probably 1.5 inch long shell, so pretty cool. Definitely wouldn't keep these with the African cichlids or anything, but these would be nice with like some nano fish or some a shrimp tank. Really cool. I believe that they are a live bearing snail, so they have tiny little babies. You can see one right there in the center of the screen. So they'll just drop a baby every now and then, but they're not going to overtake your tank anytime soon. These are a cool snail. They're really good looking with the different colors. Let's see if I can get the... Yeah, the white spots aren't coming up on camera, but really cool. Alishan, we don't have a location on the Du Bois, so they're just Tropheus Du Bois. We've been breeding them here for a really long time, for several, like, as long as I've worked here, so for over 8 years. Melvin, we did get our South American order in. We got a Peru order and a, I believe it was Brazil order. No, we got a Colombia order and a Peru order. But we didn't get any blue or green phantoms in this order. Alishan, I haven't noticed the Callichromis being nasty towards each other or any other fish, really. I'm not saying that's not the case, but here in our tanks, they're actually relatively peaceful. They're always just kind of shoaling around together. Yeah, guys, sometimes, so I'm reading back on some of the comments. I'm just reading the comments about deliveries. Sometimes UPS really, sometimes our boxes take a big hit, so it's important if you guys have any issues to just let us know right away, because we will cover any kind of losses due to that. If the box is completely damaged, we can also file claims and get, if the damage is like really severe, we'll get our money back from shipment, which helps us cover the losses for you guys. So here are the Tefe green discus. They're looking really good. These were from the Colombia order. And for reference, 1, they're not very shy, and 2, they're pretty big. So I would say they're probably at least from top to bottom, probably close to 4.5 to 5 inches. So they're pretty big. I did see a request earlier for the ruby tetras. Here they are. They're looking really good. You see the males are coloring up. Dr. Q, yes, those are wild caught. And so are these ruby tetras. These ruby tetras are wild caught. The whole Colombian order and the whole Peru order, everything is wild caught. Now here are the other discus type we got in the same order. These are the Heckle discus. Now these guys are still under quarantine. Some of them are kind of skinny, some of them are kind of holding their fins a little weird, so we're just still quarantining them currently. Here's another tank of the green Tefe discus. These guys have been selling good. These are the Satanoperca daemons. Really cool fish. Call them the Demon Earth Eater. Then we have the wild caught red humps, and they just act like puppy dogs. These guys are always ready to eat. Look at them. They think I'm going to feed them right now. These guys are really cool. I love the colors on these red humps. This is a fish, guys, that has no problem adapting from wild caught to being in your tank. These guys are like puppy dogs. Here we have the red phantom tetras. And I'm not sure on the species on these. These say they're the Swaglesi, but not entirely sure. We have two tanks and they look a little bit different. So here's one tank. They're a little bit bigger, color's a little more clear. And then we have this tank over here. They're a little smaller and they have a little bit more color, and I do notice a little bit of difference in some of them. They could be the same fish though. We're still looking into that. And these guys settled right in too. Look at, they think I'm feeding them. We have the pygmy cories that came in great. They were just eating, so they're all over there fighting over some food, but as soon as I walk up, they're a little bit more shy. Pygmy cories. We have the autos. We have a lot of autos. Some of them are kind of still recovering. Some of them are doing really good. But we have several tanks of autocinculus. And let's do one more tetra type. So we have the green tetras. These are the green neons. My personal favorite out of the neon type fish, you got the green neons, the neon tetra, and the cardinal tetra. I really like these guys. They stay smaller. I rent, so I'm always keeping smaller fish. I really prefer these guys. They just don't have as much red as a neon tetra or a cardinal tetra. But they seem to school a lot better. They school a lot more tight than any of the others do. Yeah, Chevy, mine too, man. They're one of the nicer ones, in my opinion. So here are the Peruvian order. So we have several. I know I've shown some of these fish already, but some of these should be available on the website. We were doing inventory yesterday on them. So here we have the Brokies, or the emerald green cories. We have more autos, and these guys are still under quarantine. You can see there's a few struggling in there. The Corydoras, I can't say the scientific name, so we're going to go with the common name. It's going to be the Peruvian black cory. I really like these guys. These guys are still under quarantine. We didn't get too many of them in, so when they go up on the website, if you're interested in these, make sure you act fast because there's only about 15 or 20 of them. These have been a really popular one here to all the employees here. These are the red arc pencilfish, or the Morton thaleri. Fatfish, we should have some triple reds coming up soon. We have a tank of about 50 to 100 of them. They're just a little smaller than what we normally sell them at. They're probably all over an inch, but we like to get them closer to 2 inches before we start selling them. So if you email us, we might be able to get you one. Triple red cockatoides male. So real quick, I just wanted to touch on something. I see Kim saying she has a great UPS driver. and he tries to get her orders by 9 a.m. Not everybody has great UPS service, and not everybody can take the day off for receiving their fish. So if that applies to you guys, don't forget that we have the option to ship to a UPS hub near you. So you can do that yourself when you're checking out, and it'll automatically just ship your package to a store, and then you can just go pick that up during that store's business hours. So that's going to allow the fish to be in a controlled environment where they're not getting too hot or too cold if you work a regular 9 to 5 job and you can't be home for your fish to be delivered. And here we have the bleeding blue tetras. These guys get really, really pretty as they get a little bit bigger. A lot of nice color coming out of them. And then here's one of the Apisto types we got in. These are the Erimno Pyge. And then we have, so we got two tanks of Apistos that we bought, and we were shipped something different than what they were labeled as. So these were originally labeled as Apistogramma Alpa Hueo. Here, I'll show you guys the name. Alpa Hueo. So Alpa Hueo, I can't say it, guys. But anyway, after further looking and investigating, we're thinking that this tank is Apistogramma cockatoides. You can see they're a very similar species, but I've posted pictures online too and asked some other experts, and they believe that these are actually cockatoides. And then over here, these were brought in as Apistogramma ortegi. So let's get a better look at these guys. And we're believing that these are actually the Apistogramma Alpa Hueo. So, and if I'm butchering that, sorry. Never took Latin, but I try my best. So we believe that we got this just mislabeled, and we got cockatoides instead of the ortegi. And then this is going to be a really nice one. Can't wait to start selling these. These are the Apistogramma banshee, or the Inca. Mario, I don't believe currently we have any non-cichlid type fish from Uruguay. Off the top of my head, I don't think so. I'm not sure about any types of tetras or anything, so I'm not entirely sure, but currently off the top of my head we don't have any. Yeah, Dr. Q, a lot of tornadoes, a lot of flooding going on, a lot of big storms coming through the Midwest, which does affect everybody. So when it comes to shipping fish, it's going to affect you if you're on the West Coast, because our packages have to go through those areas. So just keep that in mind. If your package gets delayed, 1, be patient, and 2, just be in contact with us and know that if there are any issues, we'll make it right. Yeah, they're the Inca 50s, the Apistogramma banshee. And there's a few more fish on this other side, guys. We'll show real quick before I get going. For anybody who loves Malawi trouts, check this guy out. He's probably a 9 to 10 incher. He's really big. So we got the wild caught chocolate cichlids. These were from Peru. And they settled right in. They're not being too shy. And they love to eat. You can tell they have a lot of growing to do. They just love to eat. We have the Corydorus fowleri. Very similar to the Peru black Corydorus. But these guys are really nice. Also didn't get a lot of those in. The zebra ottos are looking great. And then we have the marbled whiptails. I know I showed these guys last week in the show tank. These guys are looking great. I really like these guys. You can see the darker fish on the rock opposed to the lighter fish on the sand there. And then we have the blue tetra, or the Notice Borky. These guys are really, really shiny. They look really nice. Got the festivums. Festivums for the rest of them. Mesonotus insignis. These guys are really cute too. I like these guys a lot. These would go great in a tank with some angelfish, or a tank with just some more peaceful kind of fish. And if you're lucky, you'll get a pair of these, then they'll pair for life. These mouse cats are looking really good. These guys are settling in. They don't like the light too much, so we try to keep them a little bit more dim than what they are currently while they settle in, but they're doing great, really good. And then these plecos, the L90s, or the Papa Lyre-tail plecos, they don't have their lyre tails yet. You can see the tail on this one at the top there, starting to get that shape. Somebody's asking about the festivum tank and an aluminum pole. No, there's no. This is the tank. You might be seeing a reflection over here. Maybe you even saw this. This is all plastic. This is part of the filtration system, and this is the overflow. Holly, I would say probably not. Festivums are probably a little too peaceful. I know parrots can get really nasty. Now, if you're talking about true parrot cichlids, you probably could, but just realize that festivums probably, they stay smaller compared to a true parrot cichlid. Yeah, Alishan, I'll every time I talk about the festivums, I automatically comes in my mind. And here we have some green cords. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today, guys. We got the new sale dropping in about 20 minutes now. Let's see what else we have. We have the winners. So if you don't know if you won or not, make sure you check that out. I made sure I individually sent everybody a message on the original video saying, hey, you won, email us. So congratulations to those winners, and thank you guys for making that possible. Without having that many subscribers, we can't do the giveaway. So thank you guys who are always joining. You guys make it really fun and nice break from my day from doing manual labor and take care of fish. Nice to connect with you guys and just see how everyone's doing, show you guys some fish, and just get to talk. So thank you guys. We will see you next week. Hopefully, I'm going to start being able to do some different times. Not sure yet, but for everybody who can't join live, hopefully we can make it happen. We'll see. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.